Hey, what's up, solar family? How are you? It's James here. Hopefully you're doing amazing. In this video, I want to go over the 10 steps to closing a solar deal. So what I want to give you is the framework to closing deals, because during my solar strategy calls, I speak to consultants all the time, and this is the common thread, right? Hey, I've been in sales for 20, 30 years. I've been selling, Kirby vacuums from back in the day, and I can sell this thing, right? So I don't need sales or whatnot, and I don't need any training. But unfortunately, if you're going to wing it in this industry, or you don't have a proven sales methodology, you're going to struggle. And what I want to show you today is the foundation, the skeleton to closing deals, right? And there is a methodology to the whole sales process, right? There's NLP, there's sales psychology as well. And if you know how to use these strategies and educate homeowners along with these strategies, you're going to close a whole lot more deals, right? So what I did was I broke down the whole entire process. And I honestly feel that new consultants, they jump to step one, which is rapport building, and they may touch on, the electric bill a little bit. And then from there, they ask for the sale, right? They go from step one to step 7 to step number 10. And unfortunately, you leave all these steps in between. And if you do, your conversion rate is gonna drop significantly. So what I wanna show you are the 10 steps to closing a solar deal. And you have to touch on each one of these. So step number 1 is building rapport. And I hear this all the time, like, James, you know what? There's no methodologies in building rapport. There actually is. You have to take the time to build rapport with your homeowners, because if the homeowner knows you, likes you, trusts you, more than likely they're going to do business with you, right? And obviously you want to build an authentic relationship and rapport with your homeowner, right? It's not something fake or whatnot. So again, the first step is building rapport. The second step is credibility. And you need to go over your company's credibility and how long you've been in business. What are your reviews as far as Yelp, the Better Business Bureau, things of that nature. But you got to talk about what separates your company from everybody else. So do the research and take the time to really understand your company and what really separates you from all of your competition. Because if you really think about it, at the end of the day, we're all selling the same products, right? Same solar panels, same inverters or whatnot, maybe even the same warranty. But what you need to really stress on is what's going to separate your company from your competition. Do some research and throw that in there during your consultation. Step number 3 is your story. What is your story? Why did you get in the industry? Because as you know or may not know, stories sell. So it's a perfect opportunity for you to tell, Mr. and Mrs. Smith why you got in the industry. Step number 5 is the goal. What is the goal here, right? How long is this whole consultation? So you need to let the homeowner know and create that foundation for the homeowner. What is my goal? The goal today is you want to have a conversation on how they buy electricity. But the great thing is, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, buying electricity is something that you do anyway. So that's basically setting the goal, setting the plan, letting them know how long the consultation is, right? If it's going to be a 30-minute consultation, a 45-minute, an hour consultation, whatever that is, just setting proper expectation and goals with your homeowner. The next step is discovery. Obviously, before you dive into anything else, you want to know how much do they know. Have they spoken to multiple solar companies before? Do they have solar in their house previously? Are they doing any type of remodels to the house that's going to affect their energy bill? As a professional, right? As a solar expert, you need to know these things, especially when you're designing a system. Say, for example, if the homeowner was looking into getting an electric vehicle and their consumption usage obviously doesn't show that or reflect that, you need to add on that extra consumption of energy, right, to offset the new electric vehicle. And even that, right, if you're getting an electric vehicle, how often are they planning to charge it at home? Obviously, during these days, a lot of folks are at home, right? They're not traveling too much. But you really need to dive in and do some discovery to see what they're actually using as far as the consumption of energy, right? Next step is bill review. Dive into the electric bill. What is the pain, right? Grab that knife and stick it right into the utility company. And what is the pain? Because the homeowner needs to understand what the pain is so you can give them the solution, which is solar. And a lot of folks and consultants kind of just glance through this, but you need to let them know exactly how they're getting billed. Know your rate plan. Is it a time of use? Is it is it a tiered system? Is it a combination of both? And stress to them, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you're tied to a lifetime contract, right? Because when you say a lifetime contract, when you're reviewing the bill, when you do ask for the sale and you show them a finance option of 20 or 25 years, they're not going to be shocked. They're not going to be like, oh, hold on here. I'm not signing a 20 or 25 year contract. But if you let them know that they actually have a lifetime contract with the utility company, then that objection is not going to come up. Does that make sense? And then after you go over the bill review, the final buy-in. This is the secret sauce. If you can sell the homeowner and paint the vision to the homeowner, it's good or it's a great idea to move forward solar, minus the savings, right? Minus the $5 or $10 savings, and that's more just a kicker. If you can explain the value to the homeowner, the ownership, locking in the rates, things to that nature before you show them the energy savings report, you're going to close more deals. And when you do show them a $5 to $15, savings or whatnot, that's just icing on the cake. But you're not necessarily selling them that savings, right? You already have them bought in prior to you going over the energy savings report. Hopefully that makes sense, right? And I'm giving you guys the structure, the skeleton on how to close deals. After the final buy-in, boom. Now you show them the energy savings report. And keep in mind, you let the homeowner know this is just preliminary, right? We may have to add some panels, remove some panels, but we don't know if you qualify at this point, right? There's always a lot of takeaways and things to that nature. But you need to set proper expectations with the homeowner as well, right? Before you ask for the sale. And keep in mind, throughout this whole entire process, you're getting the homeowner to bob their head and say yes. Right? Yes, that sounds good, because what you're doing is you're getting small micro commitments. And if you can get the homeowner engaged and bobbing their head like this throughout your consultation, you should have a big fat smile on your face, right? Because more than likely you're going to close that deal. And lastly, after going through all these steps, after you go over the energy savings report, you ask for the sale, right? And not until then. And a lot of times too, like I said, new consultants, even more seasoned consultants, they kind of hit some of these steps and they skip them and they ask for the sale, and they're wondering like, why am I having a hard time closing deals? Why are there so many objections popping up all the time? It's because you're not hitting each one of these. And if you hit each one of these and you touch on them and getting clarification with the homeowner that they understand, does that make sense, right? Getting clarification, letting them nod their head, and letting them say, yeah, you know what, that makes sense, you're going to close more deals. So hopefully that made sense, right? If you want to dive in deeper, you're like, James, you know what, that sounds great, I want to dive in deeper, make sure you book your solar strategy call. It's absolutely free. If you're watching me on YouTube, there's going to be a pop-up right here. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you click subscribe or bounce over there and click subscribe. And also like the video once you're over there so this video gets shared to all of our solar family. Other than that, hopefully that helped out a bit. Hopefully there's videos as well on YouTube that can help you out with. Other than that, have an amazing day. Peace.